RWC.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ring War Carolina Battlegrounds. Voice of Tradition, Jonathan Darwin here with Stephen Hensley again. Stephen, humongous main event. Fodder continues to take on these big challengers in Josh the Goods Woods.
Well, John, you're absolutely right. And saying big main event, that doesn't necessarily encompass everything we have going on today. It's not just a fire we have started. It's a fire that we dumped kerosene on top of. This is an explosive situation here.
Exactly. And we also got in action Playboy Alex Bryant, Nite Eddie Brown, and Rip Cannon. Right now, let's go to the ring for our first match. And welcome back to Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds. The Playboy Alex Bryant ready to lock it up here at the King Arena. Jonathan Darwin, Stephen Hensley. And Stephen, we got a little bit of a family feud on our hands for this match.
Oh, that's true. Alex Bryant and Dino, they're cousins, bro.
I know.
And you know, John, I was talking to Dino earlier, and you know what he told me?
What's that?
This is a bit of an exclusive.
Yes.
He feels that Alex Bryant has not lived up to the family name, that he's not lived up to the legacy of their family.
It's kind of
on point, really.
It's brazen to say. I mean, we see.
I mean, Dino's so accomplished, and Alex Bryant, what has he done?
He's still training at the RWC Academy. He plans. I've talked to Alex. He wants to make 2022 his year, and this is where.
Oh man, wanting is the same as accomplishing. You've turned around my opinion, John. Great job.
I mean, look at that. I mean.
And his opponents from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 240 pounds. This is Simply Delicious Dino!
As I was going to say, Steve, Alex Bryant teamed up with Rip Cannon at the New Style. They defeated Nite Eddie Brown and Simply Delicious Dino. So Alex Bryant, he may think this might be the chance to prove why he's come so far in his short time in this business.
Well, good luck to him on that. He has an opponent today, not just accomplished, but also a veteran with over 20 years of wrestling experience. And a disappointed family member. And nothing makes for a bigger fight than a disappointed family member. I've lived through a couple holidays with him.
You've lived through a couple holidays with Dino and Alex's family members?
With disappointed family members.
Oh, okay.
Every time that I show them my commentary and they hear the guy next to me, they're like, why would you do that? And I tell them charity work.
Oh, you're despicable.
They told me to pick a new charity.
Goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the behavior of Stephen Hensley. His views and opinions do not represent those of RWC or their affiliates. Referee. What a feather.
Little camaraderie there, a little hug.
Hey, I mean, at the end of the day, you're still family. Collar elbow tie up here. What a feather in the cap it would be for Alex Bryant if he wins this match, having a victory over somebody who's a former RWC heavyweight champion as well as tag team champion.
Hey, wake up, man. You're in a wrestling match, Alex. Well, I think Alex is taking Dino for granted here. I think that might be part of the problem. You know, young guys, they're athletic. They think they got everything going their way. They have all those hormones in their head confusing him. Maybe he thinks he's a little bit ahead of Dino. Maybe he's looking past the veteran.
I don't think so. I think
so. I know so.
No, I think
that's
Alex.
That's why one of the reasons Dino is disappointed. He told me.
I don't see it here so far. Alex Bryant looking straight forward at this match. He's got his.
Alex Bryant's a bit of a loudmouth too.
He is
really rude.
He has energy. He's full of life and vigor. The young man is. Side headlock applied. A great takeover on Simply Delicious Dino. Wait, going for that pin though. Not even a 1 count.
Alex Bryant, I'll give him credit where it's due. Today, he came to play.
And he's calling for it. Saying, bring it to me, sir. I'll show you who's the best. Collar elbow tie up and a side headlock by Alex Bryant here. Wrenching it in hard. But Simply Delicious Dino going to work on that midsection, gets off. But what a shoulder block by Alex Bryant.
Alex Bryant Bryant, momentum on his side there, took the bigger guy down.
Oh, look
goes through his legs, comes off the ropes, but gets caught with a hip toss there. And you saw where he got tripped up a little bit there, and you know who else saw it? Dino. That guy's not going to miss your mistake.
Now, Dino does have that 2 decades of in-ring experience. He's going to catch it.
Oh, look at the frustration on the face. You see it on Alex's face right now.
Hey, he's still got time to regroup. Alex Bryant calling over his cousin again. As we see here, another collar elbow tie-up exchange, and good headlock takeover again by Alex Bryant. Wait a minute, going for the pin.
Alex Bryant telling the referee to ask him if he quits. I do think
No,
he's getting a little bit ahead of himself there.
I was surprised Alex Bryant went for the side headlock again because you saw how quickly Dino was able to flip that over into a pin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Dino, no slouch out there.
Going for that pin again, 1. Just a simple 1 count. And Dino using his right arm as leverage. He gets over him.
There we go. Catches him with a head scissors. Alex Bryant, though.
What a bridge by Alex Bryant.
Good use of leverage there, but Dino almost had him over at sunset flip.
Just a good
Alex
back
Bryant,
and forth. Wait a minute.
Scoops the legs.
And you saw.
Dino flips him around.
I was going to compliment Alex Bryant. You see how he got that wide base off. Wait a minute. Dino going for the pin again.
Lateral press.
Good trip. Wait a minute. Going for that pin. No wasted momentum between either of these 2 men. And Alex
Bryant, I've seen this twice now in this match. He has things going his way, and he wants to get up to his feet. He wants to gesture. He wants to gesture for a fight. Stop gesturing and just fight. Stay on top of your opponent. This is ridiculous.
He's just calling out his
20
cousin.
years of experience his opponent has. You don't give a guy with 20 years experience that kind of breath in a contest like this. I'm sorry.
Well, there is a lot to prove. I will give you that, Steve. Oh! Wow. Alex Bryant slapping the taste out of Simply Delicious Dino's mouth. Bryant saying, get up. I got more for you.
And again, stop gesturing and just go after him.
Yeah, wait a minute. And we've seen the experience there of Simply Delicious Dino now.
We see the time wasted there and what it cost Alex Bryant.
And now Dino, horrible. Right to the eyes of poor Alex Bryant.
Yeah, it's horrible if you're a fan of Alex Bryant, but if you're Dino, that was a great move. And tying up the arm on the rope and just leveling it.
Yeah, using that rope for extra leverage.
Bryant holding on to that deltoid. That rotator cuff of his might be a little bit messed up depending on how much torque he got against the ropes there.
And look at Dino targeting that area. That's what you get from 20 years experience.
Focus. It's what he has and what his opponent lacks.
Now we got it into the corner here. Oh, my God. Look at Dino pulling on that arm again. Really bruising the shoulder of Alex Bryant. Battering ram style right into the midsection of Alex Bryant. Dino trying to knock the wind out of Alex Bryant as well.
Dino making excellent use of those shots in the corner. Knife edge chop across the chest. And you see Alex Bryant still holding on to that shoulder, bro. A lot of damage been done there.
And here's the thing. With that arm being out of commission, that may seal the deal from being able to be executed by Alex Bryant. Look at those kicks by Dino there as he gets Alex Bryant up again. But look at the way that you see Bryant, like that left arm is almost limp at this point.
Oh, yeah, it's just dangling by his side. Bryant's still fighting for all he's worth out there, but he's a one-armed man. And giving away an arm in a contest against a guy like Dino, bro, that is a huge disadvantage. Not impossible, but certainly improbable and
Going
more
for the pin.
improbable by
1,
the moment.
2, no. And here's the thing I give credit where credit's due to Dino. As Alex Bryant came off the ropes, Dino could have hit him anywhere, but he hit him straight back in that deltoid.
Never loses focus.
And you see Dino now.
What do you think's going on in the head of Alex Bryant right now, John?
I think he's trying to garner a strategy that he can use with only one arm. He's really got to think outside the box for this one. Oh, what a leg
Do you think
drop.
he's got any regret about taking this contest?
Not at all.
Do you
Not
think
at all.
he has any regret about his lack of follow-up earlier?
No, not at all.
Really? Because from where I'm sitting, I'd certainly regret it.
Hey, Alex Bryant knew what he was doing when he implemented that strategy. It just
Yeah,
didn't pay off
I know what
for
he
him.
was doing, too. It was a mistake.
As Dino whips Alex Bryant up, but it's speed by Alex Bryant.
Duck of the clothesline, ducks again, springboards off the ropes.
Cross body straight into the pin. 1,
Hooks the leg.
2.
Did he have it? Did he have it?
No.
That looked like he had it, but referee's discretion.
Pure adrenaline got Alex Bryant that springboard off because look.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Alex Bryant that didn't do it. So many fans, including us, we thought that he had it there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Alex Bryant, he can get a little bit of burst of speed out of nowhere, and that can really get his victories here in Ring Wars Carolina. Oh, look at Dino again. Oh! Continuing to dismantle the left arm of Alex Bryant.
Alex Bryant, he's got to be feeling rough right now. He's got to be feeling tired, and he's got to question, how much longer do I want to let my more experienced opponent hold on to my arm and take it apart?
And Dino now coming into that back of that ring. He wasted a little time out there. I mean, Alex Bryant's still in danger.
Dino bringing him back up to his feet. He's got a hold of Alex Bryant, puts him in the corner. He's going to send him across the ring. Bryant lands in the opposing corner. Dino coming after him. Head of steam. Bryant moves out of the way. Dino catches himself though.
Got a clothesline by Alex Bryant. He's nursing that shoulder still, but he's getting off those clotheslines.
Alex Bryant trying to make it happen, trying to bring it back.
But I tell you what, that shoulder being damaged, that stopped at the full momentum of Alex Bryant. Look at limping over. That could be the precious few seconds he needs to get a 3 count. 1, 2 count only.
Well, he caught Dino flush a second ago, but it took him so long to crawl over and cover his opponent. So any true hope he had of winning the contest there, I have to say, it was dashed against the rocks before he made it over to him.
Yeah, Alex Bryant, he's in some serious pain, and that's slowing down any momentum. But the kid's still calling for it.
Well, he's not a quitter. I can't say that about him.
Wait a minute, going for seal the deal. No, Dino, he had that one spot well spotted. Oh, no!
And did he have that well spotted? The referee kind of taking out things for a moment. And look at Alex Bryant really, really holding on to that shoulder. And his cousin, for all the sportsmanship,
Wait a minute.
he's giving him a college education right now. You're in the ring with a guy who will win at all costs. Just because I love you doesn't mean I won't take you out.
This is not necessary. No, not like this. Not at all.
Dino sending him off the ropes, picks him up,
Oh,
slams him on top of the chair. What? A DQ?
Yes, DQ. I mean, he used the chair.
Here's your winner by disqualification, the Playboy, Alex Bryant!
Well, Alex Bryant walking away with a W under decidedly less than satisfying circumstances.
And the referee making sure that that assault does not continue.
John, when you see something like this, you don't just think, you know, this isn't done yet. There is an answer for this one down the line.
Oh, yeah, Alex Bryant, he's going to want his retribution against his cousin Dino. We'll have to stay glued to find out what happens. But up next, for the RWC Television Championship, Nightstick Eddie Brown and Rip Cannon. What an amazing night here at the King Arena for Not Out of the Woods Yet. Lots to go over with you, but all right, I got to ask, because you guys decided to interrupt my shot. You interrupted the victory of the tag team champions. What was that all about?
Well, if you want to call that a victory. Well, we paid for our tickets, we had our seats, and we were promised some action. And, well, when it comes to tag team action, there's only one team that can do it. So, we gave the folks what they're supposed to have.
What was that?
Oh, action.
All right. So, see, I know not everybody likes to agree with what the Rustlers do. Well, the Rustlers don't exactly agree with what that other team does. I mean, they're out there with their big bellies and their little clothes parading around with our tag team titles. So, we wanted to let them know that we intend to take those things back because our waists are getting a little cold. It's been a little while since we had them things wrapped around them. And that's exactly what we're going to do because, as always, we are the rootin' tootin'est, straight shootin'est tag team this side of Mississippi. I guarantee it.
Wow, we gonna show up. We can't show wow.
RWC.
Nightstick Eddie Brown trying to get back the RWC Television Championship he believes is his. And I do want to address Nightstick Eddie Brown's attire. He changed it earlier today. He wanted to point out that he is wearing this attire for the 8 people who died in the plane crash, as well as Lizard Lick Towing's Ronnie and Amy Shirley's son, Big Sur. So, one of the few commendable things that I've seen out of Eddie Brown.
Well, you can't argue with that one. I've seen a lot of credible things from him, a lot of incredible things.
Right.
Certainly one of the more venerable moments in his career as he pays tribute.
Rip Cannon, 2 years in. And the RWC Television Champion. Fan favorite here in Ring Wars, Carolina.
Well, Rip Cannon, he's been riding that wave since defeating Tiger to capture his first championship at the 23rd anniversary show. But here today, against Nightstick Eddie Brown, he's got to ask himself a lot of questions. 1, can I beat Eddie Brown? 2, if not for Eddie Brown, would I currently be the champion? Because you remember, not too long back, it looked like James Anthony was going to take that title away from him, if not for the interference of one Nightstick.
Yeah, Nightstick wanted to prove a point to this young man. And the thing is, it's 2 out of 3 falls. So you want to try to get that first fall early on to get your opponent behind the 8 ball. Rip Cannon enjoying the cheers by the fans.
You see the referee holding that title for everyone to see. And that is the prize today.
And Nightstick Eddie Brown had it in his possession until Lily Williams repossessed it on behalf of Lizard Lick Towing.
A lot on the line today. Of course, being a television champion means so very much in this sport. It means you're ready to be seen by the world all over on TV, on the internet. But you know, in my opinion, Rip Cannon, for everything he's accomplished and for the spot that he has, he truly isn't ready.
Truly isn't ready. I mean, he beat Caribbean Tiger of all people.
On any given night, but the duration, I just don't see it with this kid. Maybe someday, but certainly not today. Not with Eddie Brown coming after him. And you see Eddie Brown going after Rip Cannon.
And there's the speed of Cannon. Wait, trying to get that first pin early on. Does he get it?
Eddie got rolled
2.
up. No!
Yes!
Are you kidding me?
First fall to Rip Cannon. And Eddie Brown now down 1-0.
Well, Rip Cannon definitely feeling his moment. Nightstick Eddie Brown, he cannot be happy about that one, John.
No. What? Eddie Brown is claiming a hair pull when the man has almost no hair on his head. Yeah, I mean, Eddie Brown's been around this game for a while. Arguing with the referee is not the way to win matches.
No, it is not. This one actually has a clue.
Yes, she does. Rip Cannon slow to come in, but as we get ready to start the second fall.
All right, underway. Eddie Brown running after Rip Cannon again. Rip Cannon.
Oh, this could be
using
it
the speed.
again.
Up
Same
and
thing.
over. Nice stick. Eddie Brown turns around, goes after him again. Rip Cannon
Go
again.
for
Up
the
and
quick
over.
pin.
One more time. It's got
Two. Yes. No.
him. So close.
Just a 2 count. Wow.
Oh, my Lord. I'm not even sure what Eddie Brown would have done if that would have ended right then and there. He may have set fire to the building.
I tell you, he would have had to slink away. There'd be a lot of snickers and sneers in the back. Wait a minute, Eddie Brown now with that suplex. Look at the hang time by Eddie Brown.
A lot of delay on the vertical suplex, a lot of blood rushing to the head of Rip Cannon. Not a bad strategy. As agile as that guy is, take away the equilibrium, things aren't going to go the way that they might. Normally he can pop out of any given situation, but right now he's a little bit stalled on his recovery time.
Yeah, I think I've seen Cannon's eyes roll a little bit around his head. Going for that pin by Brown. One. Just a 1 count though. Look at the sneer on the face of Eddie Brown there.
Yeah, Eddie Brown, he's not super happy right now, but he has slowed Rip Cannon down.
Which is what he needs to do. Because Rip Cannon's biggest asset is his speed.
Well, Rip Cannon trying to shake off the effects of the attack by Eddie Brown. Eddie, though,
Going for
taking
that
that
pin.
leg out from
Oh.
under him. And you see Rip Cannon holding on to it. Eddie levels him with a blow to the side of the face.
And now Eddie Brown helping Rip Cannon up and going to Nite land. Good sleeper wrenched in by the challenger.
Really cinching it in.
Yeah, got that forearm right across to the carotid artery. But wait, Rip Cannon, he's
still very alert.
yeah, but no, he's down on one knee.
Wearing him down.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Rip try to get an elbow off, but it was too little, too late.
Well, you cut off that oxygen supply. Every beat of that heart, man, it's going to take more and more out of you until you are at a firm and steady crawl.
The referee looking close there. Has not checked the arm yet, but because Rip's still fighting away.
The arm very limp at the moment.
Drops the second time, it's his third. Eddie gets that fall that he needs to tie this up.
Last chance to wake up, Rip.
Can he do it? No, yeah!
Well, Rip Cannon willing himself back into this one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was motivation or instinct that kept that arm up. You see Eddie Brown, he's still got a full hold on that sleeper, but Rip Cannon trying any which way he can to break out of it.
A lot of heart from the kid.
Rip Cannon with a clothesline, but Rip Cannon, he's still a little exhausted. Look at the way he's crawling over for the pin.
That's an indisputable fact.
And now Rip Cannon looks like he's finally waking up and shaking out those cobwebs. And Eddie Brown goes down. Can Rip Cannon get it, what he needs? Rip Cannon.
Well, he's measuring Nightstick. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stop showboating and stay on your opponent.
Well, Rip Cannon thinks he's got it. Oh, no one home, no.
Well, Rip Cannon nearly had it, and had the follow-up been a little quicker, he may have gotten it. But it didn't work out, did it? Because he wasted time, because he showboated.
I wouldn't call it showboating. He thought he had a plan.
He did a little dance in the middle of the ring. That's not showboating?
That's part of his repertoire. Wait a minute. Look at Eddie Brown with the chain.
It's part of his repertoire.
Oh, you gotta be you're kidding me.
Fair's fair, man.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure if the ref caught it or not when Eddie Brown swung around.
Well, the referee not quite seeing
Well,
it.
wait a minute. Rip's calling him on it.
Calling him on what?
The chain wrapped around the man's fist.
it fell off of him or around his neck. He went to grab it so nobody accidentally fell on it. I'm calling it like I see it. Eddie is an honest man.
Honest man? Well, are we watching the same person?
Jonathan, I'm not going to get in a debate with a man as dishonest as you.
The referee thinks Eddie Brown was going to be dishonest. She took the chain away. Wait a minute, Eddie Brown now with a chair. Come on. Oh, wait a minute, no way. Oh, what?
Oh, he hit Eddie Brown with a chair. Ref,
No,
look.
he did not hit Eddie Brown
Referee,
with a chair.
he hit Eddie with a chair. He hit Eddie with a chair. He hit Eddie with a chair.
He did not
He
hit
hit Eddie with a chair.
He did not hit Eddie with a chair.
Oh, it happened. It happened. Ring it. Ring it. Yes. Yes, that's fair. That's fair. You use a weapon, you
He
get
did not use
disqualified.
a weapon. You saw Eddie Brown toss it to Rip.
He wasn't even smart enough to throw that weapon away.
You.
Eddie Brown has won the second fall. The tie is now tied.
Well, we go to the rubber fall now. Rip's still arguing with the referee, but
Not going to do you any good, buddy. Not at all.
now, if anything, Rip Cannon needs to go straight to work on Eddie Brown. As soon as Eddie gets in the ring, Rip Cannon needs to put the boots to him. But Eddie, he's like really selling that out there. Like because he thinks he got hit with the chair. Well, he's trying to say he was hit with the chair, but you and I both know the truth, Steve. He was not hit with the chair.
He was hit with a chair. I looked down at my notes. The next thing I know, I heard the crack of the skull. I looked up, and I saw Rip Cannon with that chair that he swung on Eddie Brown.
Well, you missed what I saw. But Eddie Brown saying he still can continue. He's waving it off.
Third and deciding fall, folks. It's go time.
Eddie Brown pleading for mercy, but he wasn't even struck with the chair. Man, what a ham of an actor Eddie Brown is. Rip Cannon. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, Rip Cannon trying to go after him. Eddie Brown, though, slipped out from under him, came back around, and he clipped him.
Yeah, Eddie Brown using that low base to his advantage now as he gets, look at the way he's still trying to pretend that he was hit. Wait a minute, using those ropes to choke out the oxygen out of Rip Cannon there. What a horrific act. What an absolutely despicable person to be. Eddie Brown thinking he's got this one in the bag as he lets Rip Cannon just, oh my God. The sole of Eddie's foot right across the face.
And Rip Cannon writhing on the mat in pain.
And rightfully so. Eddie Brown's exchanging some words with the fans as he helps Rip Cannon up. Champion on wobbled legs comes off the ropes, misses that clothesline. Wait a minute.
Ducks him, sleeper
hold!
And he's got him in the center right now. If he can walk him back to the middle,
But does
this
he-
could be a great situation for Rip Cannon.
Does Rip got it all in? Yeah. And look
Jumps
at that.
on his back, trying to get the leverage, possibly trying to drop Eddie in the middle of the ring, but Eddie's backing up to the corner.
And using the turnbuckles to his advantage is Eddie Brown. But wait, trying to break loose. Can Eddie Brown? Oh no! Eddie Brown down.
Rip Cannon staying on top of him. He needs to pull him back center. He's in the ropes.
Well, yeah,
He's in the ropes.
Yeah, you got to break it loose now. Wait a minute, what is this?
Holding on to the sleeper hold on the outside. He's not breaking it.
No.
Well, they're outside of the ring right now. The referee reminding them, you have to get in the ring to end this contest.
Referee starting the count.
Well, the referee giving them some latitude for a moment, but she's begun the count. Rip Cannon may be trying to put him to sleep on the outside, though, and just leave him there.
Hey, you win the match. You win the match. That's what we thought we were going to see out of Rip Cannon. But look at that. He still hasn't broken the hold, and the referee's letting it go.
There's been 15 passes of the rope here, but they did go outside, so referee's discretion, I suppose.
Yeah, the referee. And Eddie Brown now, his arms are flopping around. Is the ref going to start to check?
Rip Cannon really being aggressive today.
Well, he knows what's at stake here. This is not just about beating your trainer. This is about making sure you hold on to your championship first time. We got a second. If it goes down a third, Rip retains.
Come on, Eddie.
Go on, Rip. Keep it cinched in.
Oh, that's it. He's out.
Yeah, good night. Night stick.
And Rip Cannon pulling out the big victory. A lot of aggression from the kid we don't normally see.
Well, he knew what was at stake, and he wanted to make sure that he retained the championship against, of all people, Eddie Brown. I'm sure Eddie Brown's going to have a few words with the championship committee, though, trying to claim another rematch. But today, the victory is the young man with the name of Rip Cannon. We'll be back with our main event. Jonathan Darwin here for breaking news. March 5th at Ring Wars Carolina, there will be a six-pack elimination challenge. The winner of that match faces Gemstone April 2nd at April Reigns. Stay tuned to our website and Facebook for a list of the competitors.
Wow, we gonna show up. We can't show wow.
RWC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is your main event. Scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first. He's here to control your narrative. Weighing in at 200 pounds, this is Fodder.
Psycho Boy Fodder really controlling his narrative as he calls out from Ring of Honor, Josh the Goods Woods.
And Fodder, here's a guy, so many big-time opportunities coming his way recently, and none bigger than the one that he has this morning. But boy, howdy, does he have his work cut out for him, John.
Yeah, the ROH Pure Champion. I mean, it doesn't get bigger than that. And Josh Woods, he got the title at Depth Before Dishonor 17, where he defeated Jonathan Gresham.
And his opponent from West Palm, Florida, weighing at 224 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor Dual Champion, the Technical Elite, Josh Woods.
And you want to talk about momentum? Let's talk about the accolades of the opponent of Fodder today. One Mr. Josh the Good Woods. Josh Woods, this is a guy who in 2017 won the top prospect tournament in Rue, defeating John Schuyler in the finals. He is, as you said, the man who defeated Jonathan Gresham for that pure championship. What could you do if you're Fodder to take down a guy like this, a man who's not just arguably one of the best in the world, but ranked by PWI as the 121st best wrestler in the world in the 2021 PWI 500, John?
And to dovetail on that, not only does he have a good background in the squared circle, but amateur as well. NCWA National Champion and two-time NCWA All-American. A very impressive resume for the man challenging Fodder here today.
So many eyes on this contest today.
Yeah, Josh Woods looking like he's going to try to start off with Code of Honor, but Fodder having nothing of it.
Well, Fodder, he's a guy with focus, and he's very focused on his future. He doesn't care about honor. He doesn't care about respect. Bragging rights are second. He is all about the W.
And we're seeing that now as a little do-si-do. Good upper body strength by both men. Not the other one gaining the advantage in that collar elbow tie-up. I mean, Woods has a slight reach advantage. If I'm seeing things right, Steve.
I'll give you that, but who has the strength advantage here?
Neither. I mean, look at it. It's
that
just,
one's too hard to call, too close, too even.
Yeah.
And these guys, as you said, neither man giving an inch, so very evenly matched in the early goings of this one.
And rolling to the outside. And look at them, they're still locked up. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, Steve.
No, both men used to being able to control the pace in the opening moments. Their strength and their knowledge, such a deciding factor. But against an opponent who is so very on their level, it's a different game, not just for them, but for us, for the commentators, for the fans viewing. This is the real deal.
Yeah, and look at that. I mean, still locked up when they roll on the inside. I've never seen anything like this, Steve, and I know you're a big viewer of wrestling. Have you?
Not for a hiccup in time, and I'd be hard-pressed to tell you when. This is the longest collar and elbow tie-up I've ever seen.
Yeah. And neither man, oh.
Neither man gained the advantage.
No.
Although Josh Woods looks a little more confident, and Fodder, he's looking a little bit angry at the moment.
Yeah. And look at Woods still showing respect to Fodder. Oh, there's the knee by Fodder, though. Being ever the opportunist he can on Joshua Woods.
Well, if Josh Woods wasn't aware of the kind of competitor he's in the ring with, he is now, and he's awake. Great arm drag, but answered in kind by Fodder, and the Psycho Boy getting tossed by an arm drag by Woods, who tries to sweep him. Fodder, though, I think tripped out of the way, and Josh Woods on top of him. Great use of the arm bar, great press down on the deltoid.
Yeah, Josh Woods, also an experienced mixed martial artist. As we're seeing here, he knows how to bend parts of the body. He knows which way they can twist, which way they can't, which way to add additional pain. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing Woods controlling that wrist like you've talked about so many times, Steve. Be able to lead your opponent around the ring.
Be able to control them. And you see that there. Brings Fodder down to the mat, right where he wants him, right where he can look at him, right where he can watch him.
And Woods has him grounded. But look at that. I mean, still wrenched in.
Well, Fodder no slouch. We know that.
No, not at all. There we go.
Woods, though, excellent use of that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who can utilize it better.
I have to agree wholeheartedly with that point, Steve, as we're seeing here now. Josh Woods now, I mean, look at it. He's just still bending the hand back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, great control of the wrist, great control of the arm, and he knows so much amateur wrestling experience to mix in with his professional experience. He knows how to lead his opponent. He knows which direction he can make him go in if he pulls on that arm a certain way, and he is dominating the opening moments of this contest. So evenly matched early on, but right now the story is all Josh the Goods.
Yeah, Josh Woods, I mean, I can't remember ever seeing, well, I was going to say Fodder manhandled like this, but it looks like Fodder finally got in some offense.
Well, he's not out of this one. He's aware. He just has a very, very capable opponent on his hands.
Yeah, he can't even make a mild mistake, or Woods will capitalize on it. Oh! Look at that. Look at the way that right arm's just going in. The right hand's going in the arm, excuse me.
And both these guys making great use of this arm bar, but watching the tail of the tape, if you will, it may be time to change that strategy because they've figured out how to go back and forth. Maybe now's the time for a thumb to the eye if you're Fodder.
Whoa!
I mean, why not?
Because Fodder has respect
I don't think
for
his opponent's
opponent.
ready for it.
He may not be ready for it, but Fodder has enough respect not to do
You think
something.
so? He didn't shake the hand. There was no code of honor. There's no code of broship out there. This guy's trying to win.
See Fodder get tripping Josh Woods there. But look at that. Fodder's just wrangling that hand back and forth.
Oh, yeah. He's endured some damage, but not so much that he's not going to stay on top of his opponent. We've said it time and time again. We watch so many of the young guys out here take too much time, not stay in the fight when they should be in the fight, taking too much time to enjoy a moment or to worry about the condition of their body. You're not going to see that from Fodder. Reversal by Woods.
And a hip toss by Woods takes Fodder down, but look at the speed of Josh. Whoa!
Well, that was not what I expected. Maybe got in the head of Fodder a little bit there. And he did go through with a follow-up, but I think if he would have kicked him in the head coming off the ropes, it would have meant so much more. Drops Woods across the ropes, does Fodder.
And Fodder needed that, but look at that. Josh Woods, one kick to the knee, and Fodder's already grabbing his knee. That's how devastating the kicks of Josh Woods are. But Fodder has Woods flipped over now. And the Psycho Boy preparing himself to figure out what else he needs to do here as he puts the boots to the Josh the Goods Woods.
Well, one thing you don't want to do is go in there too quick on a guy like Josh Woods. As we've seen so many times in this contest, when you're just going in to pick him back up from that lateral base, you're putting your arm near his hands, and he can take those apart. So Fodder very wise to not run in on him.
Yeah, if you notice, Fodder has slowed down the tempo of this match.
You have got to calculate the odds of success.
As Fodder drops the forearm, because I was thinking back to the match we called it just a month ago with Fodder and Moose, where Fodder was like a house of fire out there. He was running on full speed, but now Fodder being much more, going for that pin, methodical and slower here.
Well, speed not the best tool to utilize against a guy who knows how to use your momentum against you so very well. You don't want to get in there with an amateur wrestling champion and blindly utilize your speed.
What a snap suplex by the Psycho Boy now. Great use of the strength of Fodder, laying down Josh Woods. What a leg drop. Good force by Fodder there.
And you see Woods had his hand across his throat there for a moment. And Fodder, he saw it too because he's going to work. He's got that arm under the chin. He might not be choking him, but he can still constrict against the sides of the neck.
And that's what we're seeing here as Josh Woods tries to get back up.
You see him going back and forth there, looking for which way he can lead the direction, looking for which way he can create an opening for him. And as he goes back and forth, you can see Fodder kind of opening up on the sides here. He really needs to lay down with that weight if he wants to keep him grounded, and it does not look good for him right now.
No, it doesn't. But Woods finds a way to get up. He rolls through, and a clubbing forearm stops Josh Woods from any offensive maneuvers.
Well timed, well calculated. He saw what's up. If we can see it, Fodder can certainly see it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Fodder's, I'm sure, had this opponent well scouted. As Woods gets tossed into the turnbuckles now.
Kind of looked like he hit arm first there with the shoulder.
Oh, again there.
I think Fodder would agree with it because he did it a second time, bringing him down to the mat. And while he crushed him down on his side, he landed on that
pin.
arm.
1, 2. Wait, Fodder going again. 1.
Kick out by Woods.
But look at Fodder staying on 2. Staying right on top.
Aggressively staying on top with those covers. Hook the leg every time, making Josh Woods spend as much energy as he can make him spin.
And look at the way Fodder's dropping his arm on the shoulders. You were talking about that earlier, Steve. We're going for the pin again. 1, 2. Yes, no.
Fodder doing all the right things right now, but right now it's all groundwork.
And that's what needs to be done. Fodder knows if he lets Woods get back up to his feet, Fodder may be on the losing end. Because Woods, he can come from out of nowhere. You see Fodder getting in the head of Josh Woods.
Well, one thing you don't want is an alert, aware Josh Woods. You want to keep him against the ropes. You want to keep him distracted. You want to set some of that pain in. You want to make sure you exhaust him a little bit. And that's so hard to do with a guy so well conditioned. But Fodder doing a very admirable job at the moment as he pulls him into that short arm clothesline.
Yeah, Fodder, and look at the way Fodder's grabbing that wrist. He's not giving, even when he goes for the clothesline, he makes sure to hold on to Josh Woods. Open-handed strike to the midsection of Fodder. Oh, those clotheslines are just decimating Josh Woods.
Such a good strategy to take the arm away from Josh Woods.
What?
But Josh Woods catches him, still using that arm, still turns him inside out.
Yeah, but Woods' arm is hurt.
Like we said, you want to take the follow-up away from him. And you see right now that follow-up that was so crisp in the beginning moments of this contest, it's not as crisp right now. It's not as fast.
Yeah, Joshua Woods trying to get the offensive going.
Off the ropes.
And, oh, gets a good splash into that corner. Look at this. Coming in with a head full of steam. Gets a running knee. And Fodder's down.
Throws him out of the corner.
Go
middle of the ring.
1, 2. Yes, no.
And Josh Woods, you see so much of the knowledge on display there. He's not taking Fodder for granted. He could have hit him in that corner and then tried to immediately pin him over there, but he knew, get him away from those ropes. This guy knows what's going on. He doesn't lose focus. He's an animal.
Yeah, he made sure that there was no way that Fodder could get up to the ropes to break the pin. And now Josh Woods, I thought he was going to get Fodder up there. Oh, both men blocking.
So evenly matched.
Can Fodder trying to break free and does. Wait a minute.
Kick to the gut. Knee to the face. He's got him in the front face lock, pulling him up.
And Woods.
Double underhook.
But Fodder just rams Woods straight into the corner. Big battering rams right into that abdominal cavity of Josh Woods.
Josh Woods, though, fighting with the good arm.
Doing anything he can to get out of the corner.
He's running out
Look
of
at the ref.
steam, though.
She finally got, oh, what a clothesline by the Psycho Boy.
Well, he broke it, to be fair. Got to the 5 count. He stepped away for a second. Unfortunately for Woods, Fodder stepped right back in.
What a maniacal look on the face of Fodder as he has Woods' up.
Fodder lifting Josh Woods to the top rope, positioning those legs. And Josh Woods might want to wake up right now if he can do it, because this is a problem situation if Fodder nails him.
Yeah, Fodder trying to get off that suplex. But it looks like Woods' legs are extended.
Oh, but to no avail, Fodder nailing the superplex.
And Fodder now, that might be all she wrote for Josh Woods as Fodder begins to use his power.
Oh!
Whoa!
Josh Woods slips behind the rear waistlock, runs him into the corner, picks him back up, rolls through what could have been a pin attempt.
1,
German
2,
suplex, hits the bridge.
That's it.
He's your
That was so close.
Yeah, Fodder, was ready to swing around, but may have used his own momentum against him to give Josh Woods that opportunity to break in, put on that German suplex, and throw him back. You see Josh Woods, pure champion, victorious here in Lumberton, North Carolina.
Fodder gave him everything he could handle today, but unfortunately for him, the Psycho Boy not walking out with a W, the pure champion walking out head held high, victorious in combat.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next week for more Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds.